This
Okay.
conference will now be recorded.
Ayhan and Jalil, yes. What about Melech? Do you have information about Melech? And others as well. So, okay. So let's wait one more minute. Let's say 2 minutes. Okay, can you please turn on your camera?
I prefer to not put my camera on.
Okay, it's no problem. So today we have already discussed the ancient settlements in Azerbaijan. Yes, early human beings started to live in Azerbaijan as a cave. Yes, am I right? Do you remember?
Yes.
Yes. What about Gavaldash, Gobustan? Do you remember all of them?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. So, but today I'll be talking about the first state in Azerbaijan, and the first Azerbaijani state, the oldest Azerbaijani state. This is very interesting and important topic. Please listen to me carefully, and so the later we will watch video, and as well as we'll do quiz or the crossword related to the topic. Okay, so so let me share my presentation. So first of all, I would like to ask one question. What did a territory need to become a state? What is requirements for the territory to become state? Anyone would like to answer to my question? What did a territory need to become a state? Do you have any opinion? For what makes any territory a state? For example, first of all, states need to have a territory, yes, to become a state. So, sorry, any territory to become state, it should have its own territory, own capital city, yes, own army, own treasury, yes. Am I right? Melech, am I right? Do you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. So these are very important features of the state. Without these features, we cannot talk about the state. Yes. For example, the state should have territory, own capital city, own army, own treasury. So the first state in Azerbaijan, the question is that how the first state emerged in Azerbaijan. This is an important question. The first state in Azerbaijan territory was called Mannea Kingdom. And the Mannea Kingdom actually founded in the southern part of Azerbaijan. This is the map of historical Azerbaijan lands. As you know, today Azerbaijan is the only one part of historical Azerbaijan lands. Am I right? Do you have information about that? For example, majority of this historical Azerbaijan lands today is located in Iran. Yes, Jalil, am I right?
Yes.
Yes. For example, the famous cities Tabriz, yes, approximately 40 million Azerbaijanis today live in Iran, yes, northern part of Iran, but historical Azerbaijan lands, which is also called the southern Azerbaijan, yes. So once again, historical Azerbaijan lands consists of northern and southern part of Azerbaijan. So, but today, unfortunately, we only Azerbaijan Republic only includes the northern part of Azerbaijan. The southern part remains under the control of Iran. which Iran actually occupied our territories in 19th century. So, but the first state, interestingly, the first Azerbaijani state, the oldest Azerbaijani state, emerged not today's Azerbaijan, guys. It emerged in the southern part of Azerbaijan. Do you understand? Near to the Urmia Lake. This is the Urmia Lake. Today it's located in Iran, but this is historical Azerbaijan lands. This state was called Mannea Kingdom, Manna. In Azeri language, it's also called Manna Devleti, Manna. So we already discussed how in which situation as the first Azerbaijani state emerged. So do you remember ancient times of Azerbaijan, as a cave and Gobustan? We already discussed this, yes. So in the past, in oldest times, people lived in Azerbaijan. They formed tribes. So there were many tribes living in Azerbaijan. So, but unfortunately, these tribes were under the attack of the neighboring countries. Yes. Neighboring, not countries, but neighbors. So Azerbaijan, the tribes living in Azerbaijan, they were under the constant attacks from the neighbors. That's why the tribes living in Azerbaijan decided to form their own unities. Do you understand me? The unities, tribe unities. Do you understand what's the tribe unity? Yeah, what is it, Melech? Tribe unity. So tribe is a group of people, yes. They have own ruler, and this group of people have a common let's say bloodline or traditions, yes. So this group of people are called tribes. But so there were also many tribes living in Azerbaijan, but it was not too easy to protect themselves from the neighbors, because they were under the attack of the foreign neighbors, neighboring territories. The tribes attacked Azerbaijan from the neighboring territories. So that's why these tribes decided to protect themselves from the foreign attacks. What did they do? They formed tribe unities. Tribe unities. So what is tribe unities? I already mentioned that a group of tribes, many tribes, decided to form their unity. So they came together. They decided to unite their tribes in one unit center. So, but these tribe unities was the first state institutions in Azerbaijan. They were not state, guys. Keep in your mind, they were not state, but they lacked some of the common features of the states. They had not all features, important features of state, but they were state because they had their own army, they had their own ruler, but they did not have the all features of the state. Do you understand, Maya Khan? Yes? Maya Khan? Are you here? Hi, Khan. Hi, Khan. Do you hear me? Yes. But I don't hear you. Your microphone is on, but I don't hear you. Okay. Jalil, what about you? So did you understand what is the difference between tribe units and tribe units and the state? The tribe unities actually lacked some of the important features of the state. That's the reason they were called state bodies, not state. So, for example, I would like to give several examples. In Azerbaijan, the tribe unities, they were called as state bodies. So there were a number of state bodies in Azerbaijan. One of them was Kuti, another one was Lubi, and the last one was a Turki. So actually these tribe unities, these state bodies, so the state bodies emerged in Azerbaijan third millennium BC. So let me write in chat, third millennium BC. Okay, so but gradually, so these tribe unities improved and it gave rise to the emergence of the first state in Azerbaijan. This state was called the Mannea Kingdom. So Mannea Kingdom was located in the southern part of Azerbaijan, near to the Urmia Lake. The capital city was Izirtu. So, okay, so I'll share one video. Can you please watch and pick up the main points? So we will discuss based on the video. Okay? Do you understand me, guys? You are silent today.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I already shared video. Please watch it and try to understand. So this is almost the same material, but this is video and it makes interesting when you watch it. Okay. Okay, you have 4 minutes. Please watch it.
The lands of Azerbaijan extended to the east and territories up to the eastern Anatolia, as well as Kocha Lake on the west. Azerbaijan in ancient times. Mannea. In ancient times, tribes living in the territory of Azerbaijan came under constant attack by their neighbors. In these times, the tribes united and formed government bodies. The first government bodies appeared on the territory of Azerbaijan 5,000 years ago. In the third millennium BC, improved, it gave rise to the emergence of the state. Approximately in the 9th century BC, a state called Mannea was established around Lake Urmia. Mannea is one of the most ancient states in Azerbaijan. The name Mannea was associated with a powerful tribe living in our country in those times. Izirtu was the capital of Mannea. Iranzu was the mightiest ruler of Mannea. He was a very wise and precise. To protect the territory of the security. Strengthened central authority, enlarged the power of the state. In this way, Iranzu liberated occupied territories and returned the displaced civilians to their lands. During the reign of Iranzu, Mannea became one of the most powerful states of the time. He put an end to the outrage of stewards and city judges. Tax collection was put in order. Cattle breeding and handicrafts were the main occupations of the Manneas. As Mannea was situated on the trade routes, many new towns arose and flourished there. Merchants from neighboring countries came to Mannea. Most of the towns were surrounded by defensive walls and craft and trade. Developed in the towns.
Okay, I think that's enough. Did you watch video? Ayhan, Jalil, and Malek.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Who would like to explain differences between state and state body? So state body was not the completely, we cannot call state body completely state. Yes, why?
I couldn't hear because there was another video playing over it.
Okay, so once again, because the state body was the first state institution, but it lacked some of the important features of the state. So, for example, Malaj, what makes any territory a state? Do you know? I already explained.
Army
State should,
and
yes,
capital
should have army. Yes, territory, your own territory, army, treasury, yes. But the state bodies, they lacked all of them. Okay. So, but when it comes to the Manna, no, Manna was actually the state, not state body, because these state bodies over the history gradually improved and gave rise to the emergence of the Manna state in Azerbaijan. Yes. So, but in which territory Mannea Kingdom was established? Do you remember from the video? In which part of Azerbaijan? Northern part of Azerbaijan or southern part of Azerbaijan?
Northern?
No, guys. Listen, northern part of Azerbaijan is today's modern Azerbaijan Republic. The first states emerged in the southern part of Azerbaijan, historical Azerbaijan lands. Look here. Let me to explain on the map. So as you see, these are historical Azerbaijan lands. Yes, here northern part of Azerbaijan, here the southern part of Azerbaijan. Yes. So I already mentioned the southern part of Azerbaijan today is under the control of Iran. Yes.
Yes.
But what about northern part? It is today's
Modern.
modern Azerbaijan Republic, but some of them occupied by Armenia, some of them Russia, some of them Georgia. Yes. But commonly speaking, so majority of the northern part is under the control of today's Azerbaijan Republic. So, but if I ask you where was the first state established in Azerbaijan, first state, okay, it happened in the southern part of Azerbaijan, near to the Urmia Lake. Did you understand me?
Yeah.
So once again, guys, if you are asked, let's say that, can you please tell me the historical lands of the borders of historical Azerbaijan lands? The historical Azerbaijan lands was extended to the Derbent in the northern part of Azerbaijan, which is today under the occupation of Russia. So in the southern part, it actually it reached to the Zanjan. Zanjan was located here. Today it is Iranian territory actually. So in the eastern part, the Caspian Sea. So in the western part, Anatolia. Yes, today's Turkey. Can you imagine what extent Azerbaijan was here? Azerbaijan had huge territories in the past. Yes.
Yes.
But today, we only have a northern part of Azerbaijan. Even it's not complete northern part of Azerbaijan territories, because some of them occupied Russia, Georgia, and Armenia. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So, but why do you think the tribes formed the tribe unities in Azerbaijan? And they formed the tribe unities. Why? What was the reason they decided to form tribe unities? Ayhan. So look, Ayhan, do you hear me? You are very silent today. Okay, perfect. Ayhan, look, look, please. In ancient times, tribes living in territory of Azerbaijan came under constant attack by their neighbors. Yes, so that led to the formation of tribe unities in Azerbaijan. Why? Because in order to protect themselves, they formed the tribe unities. That's all. So
they can
first
protect themselves.
to protect themselves, yes. The first tribe unities were called Kuti, Lulubi, and Turiki. It sounds very strange, yes. It doesn't look like Azerbaijani names. Yeah, am I right? But in reality, yes, they were Azerbaijani, the first Azerbaijani state institution, but not state. The first state is Manna, because Manna had all the features of the state. So now let's discuss the first state in Azerbaijan. So it was called Manna because tribe unities and state bodies improved and they gave rise to the emergence of the first state in Azerbaijan. But why this state was called Manna? Anyone, please? Mannea Kingdoms, actually, that's an English version. Galil, would you like to answer my question? Why it was called Manna, do you think?
Was it because it was near like a lake?
So why, for example, why Great Britain? It's called Britain. Do you know why it's called Britain?
No.
Because of the Brit tribes. Yes, they were living in
Oh,
Britain. So why
there was
it's
a
called? Why it's called, for example, England? Because of the name, because of Angle tribes. Yes, Anglo-Saxon tribes. They were living in. They came to Britain in the 5th century AD, and they occupied and they started to form their own state here. That's the reason the state was called England. In Azeri language, it's called İngiltere. Yes, it sounds very strange, İngiltere. So Angılların vətəni, or if you understand it in Azeri language, Angıl tayfalarının vətəni, torpaqları. England, land is land, as we know, yes, and Angle. So that's the same thing. Manna was the name of one of the tribes living in Azerbaijan at that time. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. But where was the Mannea Kingdom was established actually? So here, look. Today's Iranian territories. Yes, I already mentioned that there wasn't any state in today's Azerbaijani territories. Yes, the first state emerged in the southern part of Azerbaijan, historical Azerbaijani lands, but unfortunately today it is under the control of Iran, under the occupation of Iran. So Iran occupied our southern part in 19th century. So this state was called Mannea Kingdom. The capital city was Izirtu. Yes, so the famous king of this kingdom was Iranzu. So Iranzu, during the reign of Iranzu, Mannea Kingdom reached they reached to the peak of its power actually. So the Iranzu did everything, did his best to protect Mannea Kingdom, to make the Mannea Kingdom the powerful kingdom in the region. So he made reforms. He punished the people who betrayed to the Mannea Kingdom, and he, as well as he strengthened the central authority, enlarged the territory of Mannea, liberated occupied territories. Even he fought against the most powerful kingdom of its time, such as Akkad Kingdom, Urartu Kingdom. So even he defeated Urartu Kingdom by the help of Akkad. So he was capable diplomat as well. Yes, did you understand me? Who was Iranzu?
The king?
Iranzu, yes, he was the most powerful king of Mannea Kingdom. Yes, what did he do? He made the Mannea Kingdom one of the most powerful kingdom in the region. Yes, do you understand me?
Yeah.
Perfect. So, as well as he liberated occupied territories. Interestingly, so that's all. What happened, do you think, after the death of Iranzu? Do you think Mannea remained as a powerful kingdom again? Malaj?
No.
No.
Why do you think? Why do you think? So because, as I already mentioned, look, so Mannea was fighting against the most powerful kingdoms in neighboring countries, such as Assyrian kingdom or sorry, I just made mistake. I called this Akkad Kingdom. It's not Akkad, Assyrian Empire. Assyrian Empire and Urartu, yes, they were located in neighboring territories of Manna. So they were frequently attacking to Manna territories, but Manna's always struggled against them and protected their motherlands. Yes, so they wanted to, they tried to protect the territorial integrity. So that's all. So that's the Mannea Kingdom. So what was the capital city?
Manna.
No, Izirtu. Izirtu was the capital city. So look, this is the Mannea Kingdom's. The map shows depicts the Mannea Kingdom's territories. Actually, look. Here is today's Azerbaijan. Yes. Yes, here is today's Azerbaijan territory. Yes, Mannea Kingdom was located in the southern part of Azerbaijan. Yes, look, Urmia Lake. So if someone asks you, let's say that, where was the Mannea Kingdom located? So answer should be like that. Mannea Kingdom was located around the Urmia Lake. Okay, where is the Urmia Lake today?
In Manna.
In Iran. Today it's located in Iran, because I already mentioned that historical Azerbaijani territories, southern part of Azerbaijan, occupied by Iran. Yes, this is Urmia Lake. This is the capital city of Manna. So and Mannea Kingdom located here. As you see, there is not any state in today's Azerbaijan. Yes, Caspian Sea. Yes, Baku. So but would you like to know what time was first Azerbaijani state emerged in the northern part of Azerbaijan? Would you like to know?
Elena.
Yes, I can. Would you like to know what time was the first time the first Azerbaijani state emerged in the northern part of Azerbaijan? We already know, yes, the first state emerged in the southern part of Azerbaijan. But what about the northern part of Azerbaijan?
The
Jalil?
northern part.
Yes. Would you like to ask me a question about that? So
The northern part was the modern day. Is
yeah,
now.
modern Azerbaijan. Today's Azerbaijani territories, yes.
It's northern.
So first Azerbaijani state, first state in the northern part of Azerbaijan, I mean today's Azerbaijan Republic, yes, territories. The first state was called Albania, yes. So, but our first state is Manna, okay? But if you are asked what was the name of first state emerging in the northern part of Azerbaijan, it was called Albania. We will talk about in our following lesson, yes, lessons. So please don't be worried. So just focus on Manna Kingdom. That's all. So I would like to mention one more important information about Mannea Kingdom. So guys, they had their own writing system. So the alphabet, they used the oldest version of the writings. For example, hieroglyphics, hieroglyphics and cuneiform. Says, do you have information about ancient writing systems?
Yes.
Yes, so people in the past use very strange writing system. Yes, they use some science, for example, in order to explain that is tree. They drew the picture of tree. Yes, let's say that. So, for example, this one. This is bird. Yes, they did not use any word for the bird. They just drew the picture of the bird to explain their thoughts. Yes. This is called hieroglyphics, actually, and I don't know what is the exact translation in English.
It's pronounced hieroglyphics.
Okay, perfect. Hieroglyphics. So that's all. But what about that, Sally? Is that one cuneiform? Yes, cuneiform script says. So, do you remember from the world history, at least, which nations used first these kind of writing systems? For example, hieroglyphics and Egypt. Ancient Egypt,
Egyptian.
yes. But what about cuneiform script?
This.
The Mesopotamians, yes. Ancient civilizations, so Mesopotamians, Sumer. Okay, that's all. This is our new topic. So, so what happened to Mannea Kingdom? Do you know? The Mannea state. So new state established in the neighboring territories of Mannea, which was called Media. Yes, it was one of the powerful kingdom, and they occupied Mannea Kingdom's territories, and Mannea they put an end to the existence of Mannea Kingdom 590 BC. Okay, that's all. So, but one thing is obvious: Mannea Kingdom always they played very important role in the statehood traditions of Azerbaijan, because it was the first state in Azerbaijan. So as much as possible, Iranzu and other Mannea kings, they protected our lands, our territorial integrity. They fought against the most powerful empires, such as Assyrian Empire, Urartu, yes, to protect our homelands, yes. Even Iranzu sometimes included in the widen the territories of the expanded the Mannea Kingdom's territory in favor of taking the land from the neighboring countries. So that's all. Let's do quiz together related to yes. Oh, this is crossword, guys. So let's do one by one. So what was the name of capital city of Mannea Kingdom?
Into.
Is Irtu? I write the correct version of that is Irtu. Yes, is Irtu. Sorry. Look at chat, please. Is Irtu? Yes, first one is Irtu. So before that, I would like to share my Google Classroom with you. Not or join to my Google Classroom. I already shared in our last lesson that. So all materials will be provided on Google Classroom. So you need to join my Google Classroom, okay? So, and if you want to see and to get all materials, okay? So please take note. This is your Google Classroom code, guys.
Wait.
Okay, take
Can I
note, please.
screenshot it?
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay. So, okay. The first question was what? What was the name of capital city of Mannea Kingdom? Yes. It was Izirtu, yes. What is the name of first state of Azerbaijan? What is the name of first state, the oldest state in Azerbaijan?
Mannea.
Mannea Kingdom, yes.
Yes.
So, Ayhan, who was the most prominent, famous ruler of Mannea Kingdom? Ayhan, are you here?
Yes.
Do you have any problem in your device?
No.
Okay, so question number 5, please. Who was the most prominent ruler of Mannea Kingdom? You don't need.
I can't join.
You don't remember?
Can I see the code again? Can I see
Do
the
you
code
see my
again?
screen? Do you see my desktop?
No. Yes, I see your screen.
Yes. So question number 5. Who was the most prominent ruler of Mannea Kingdom?
I don't know the name, but he's the king.
Iranzu? Yes, Iranzu. It's not so difficult to let's say to remember his name because it's like Iran. So I don't require to memorize all of this, all of the names. Just you need to understand what it was the first state in Azerbaijan. Who was the most prominent ruler of Mannea Kingdom? That's all. Okay. So what was their role in Azerbaijan history? Jalil, the first tribe unities or states in Azerbaijan were established around the where? Where the first state unities and state?
Was it?
Which lake?
It started with U. I forgot its full name.
Look at chart, please.
Mia.
Urmia, yes. This is today. It's located where? It's located in Iran. Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, Malaj, what about you? Thank you very much. Good. So, to state on the button. So, Malaj, question number 10, please. In which part of Azerbaijan the Mannea Kingdom was established? In the northern part or southern part of Azerbaijan?
Oh, southern.
Yeah, southern part of Azerbaijan. But what about northern part of Azerbaijan? What was the situation in the northern part of Azerbaijan at that time?
The old
There was
tribe.
state, yes. There wasn't any
Yes.
state. There were many tribes living in the northern part of Azerbaijan, yes. So, but why do you think? I would like to ask a very interesting question. Let's approach this question logically, okay? So, why do you think the first state emerged in the northern part of Azerbaijan, not southern part of sorry, in the southern part of Azerbaijan, not northern part of Azerbaijan? Why do you think?
Because that's the old tribe.
No. So the reason was that, so at least you have the knowledge about the ancient Mesopotamian states, yes, city-states. Do you have information about that from the world history? It's the material of 6th grade.
Yeah.
Which grades are you guys?
7.
7. Okay, so this is the material of 6th grade. So the Azerbaijan, southern part of Azerbaijan, was very close to those areas where there was already states, okay, the ancient Mesopotamian states. That's the reason we took the experiences, yes, but when it comes to northern part of Azerbaijan, no. So the northern part was not close to ancient Mesopotamian states. That's the reason the southern part of Azerbaijan took the statehood experience of the Mesopotamians, and they create their own states. So, okay, did you understand me?
Yes.
So, in which part of Azerbaijan the Mannea Kingdom established? We already discussed that. Question number 5. Ayhan, which state put an end to the independence of Mannea Kingdom? I know you will not remember all of that.
Albania.
I'll help you. No, Media. So, Median Kingdom. Albania was the first state emerging in the northern part of Azerbaijan, actually. Okay. The first state that occupied Mannea Kingdoms and put an end to the independence of Mannea Kingdom was called Media Kingdom. It is one of the most powerful empire established by the Iranians, okay? Iranian Empire. So they occupied our territories, then that's all. Then Mannea Kingdom actually collapsed, and so so this Mannea Kingdoms actually the Azerbaijanis will create. So no, let's put like that. In the place of Mannea Kingdom, there were established 2 states, Atropatene and Alban. And this is our next lesson. So that's all. So the next question is about write the names of scripts and writing standards that Mannea use with respect to the Mannea stereo. Yeah. So Jalil, question number 2.
Was it Iran?
So question number 2, write the names of scripts or writing system which the
Oh.
Mannea. So you already mentioned that, I think. So you even
Is it
to pronounce it correctly.
hieroglyphics and
Yes, cuneiforms. Yes,
yeah, cuneiform.
So yes, you are right. Perfect. Cuneiforms and hieroglyphy. But Jalil, why do you think Manneas used ancient Mesopotamians writing systems? Yeah, and ancient Mesopotamians and Egypt's.
Maybe because it was universal, kind of.
No, actually no, but because they were culturally very close to the Mesopotamians. Yes.
Okay.
So as southern Azerbaijan territories were located near to the Mesopotamia, ancient Mesopotamia. Yes, that's the reason we took some of their cultural values, or that's the reason. So then there is not a specific reasons for that. Okay, we were under the influence of ancient Mesopotamians. We had very good relationships with them. So at the beginning of the lesson, if you remember, I told you that Azerbaijani tribes were under the constant attack of neighbors. Who were these neighbors? Of course, Mesopotamians. Yes, Mesopotamia's tribes. They had already their own state, so they were frequently attacking to the Azerbaijan southern part. So our tribes, they formed tribe unities, and then later it will become so it will be known as the state unities. That's all. So Malaj, which states were a threat to Manna's territorial integrities? So I already mentioned 2 strongest empires. Yes, one of them was Assyrian Empire, and what was that? Another Urartu. Yes.
Yes, yeah.
Urartu and Assyrian Empire. So the Manna was the Manna kings. That, for example, Iranzu protected territorial integrity by means of, let's say that he was very clever and smart ruler. So used sometimes diplomatic strategies, sometimes just build good relationships with the strongest empires against another strongest empires. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Ayhan, the name Manna was associated with what? With the powerful what? Ayhan, the name Manna was associated with what? What? The powerful tribes living in our country, yes. One of the tribes was called Manna, so the name of this tribe was given to the Mannea Kingdom because it was the most powerful tribe among the Azerbaijan tribes. So they actually enslaved other wicked tribes in Azerbaijan and established the most powerful kingdom in Azerbaijan. So okay, question. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Albania?
No. So the answer should be tribes, the powerful tribes living in our country. Question number 7, if we're talking about question number 7.
That's what I said.
So just tribe, okay? The blank should be filled. Okay, so the answer should be tribe living in our country. To write at least one government body formed in the 3rd millennium BC. So look, Kuti, Lulubi, and Turkey. Yes, Kuti,
Yeah.
Lulubi, and Turkey. So that's all. So this, I think that these questions cover all the topics to understand all the topics related to Mana kingdoms. I mean, Mana kingdom. So that's all. The critical thinker or the writing. So what do you think? So this is the critical part of our lesson, critical thinking. You are required to find answer to these questions. I'll ask you, okay? So look at my screen, please. So why do you think, so this is your question, Melech. Why do you think we consider Iranzu the most powerful king of Mannea Kingdom? So second question, so Jalil, this is your question. If people have their own writing system, what do you think? What does it symbolize? And question number 3, it's your question, Ayhan. So please think about these questions and we will make discussion on that, okay? So time is running, guys. Please think about these questions. Are you still
Is
listening?
my question because they it symbolizes like what they do and like what they do.
So yeah, so it symbolizes the cultural richness of the state. Actually, if one state has its own, if one nation has its own writing system, yes, so if they use their own alphabet, it means that they were culturally rich. So that's the reason I just asked this question. So if the Manna Kingdom had their own writing system, yes, it was actually it was taken from the Mesopotamia, but they had their own alphabet system, writing system. That's the reason we can easily call Manna Kingdom the ancestor to the oldest state of Azerbaijan, and they had not only state traditions but also their own writing system. So it shows that Azerbaijanis were one of the ancient people. So they were culturally rich. They had own traditions. They had own the cultural values, even writing system. Yes, that's all. This is the answer to your question. Okay, did you understand, Jalil?
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
I
So,
don't understand my question.
Ayhan, which question was that? Question number
First,
3?
yeah.
Yeah, third one. So what's the difference between government bodies and state? So let me to explain again. The government body, state body, it is a kind of state, but it's not state. Okay, it's kind of state. It has some features of the state, yes, but it lacks all important features of the state. For example, what makes state a state? Do you know? So what's the requirement for any territory to be state?
It has an army.
Army, territory, capital city, treasury,
Capital
yes?
city.
So yes, but state body hadn't all of them. They lacked some of the important features of the state. That's the reason they were called just state. State body, not state. So the Lulubi, Kuti, and Turkey, they were living like tribes. So, so just in order to protect themselves from the foreign attacks, they formed tribe unities. So they were called state bodies. So So in order to protect themselves. Okay. Did you understand, Ayhan? Yeah.
A little bit.
So again, Ayhan. So there are many futures, yes. So it makes state in any territory state. Let's say Azerbaijan, yes. Azerbaijan today is state, yes. Azerbaijan has its own army, own territory, own capital city, so own financial institutions, the government, the bodies ruling the country, so president, ruler, so something like that, yes. But the state body was not completely state, okay? It lacked some of the important features of state. For example, let's say they did not have treasury, they did not have a capital city, let's say. So, or they did not have a huge army, yes. So they just, so this kind of states just, state institution, I wouldn't like to call it state, but state body, they were just established for the need of urgent need to protect themselves from the foreign attacks. Okay. I hope you understood.
Yes, understood.
So look, let me share my PPT. Maybe it's more clear. So, so first appeared in Netherlands, that was in the stadium. So, can you please read this part? In ancient times, tribes living in territory of Azerbaijan came under constant attacks by the neighbors. Over time, these tribes united and formed tribe unities. Sometimes strong tribes enslaved weaker tribes, but these unities were not state. They were just state bodies. Why? Because they did not have all features of the states. So like that capital city, they did not have a lot of money, yes, a huge army, let's say that. Okay, what was your question, Malat?
Mine was,
Yeah, this is interesting.
consider Iranzu
Iran.
the most powerful king of Mannea Kingdom. Well,
Yeah,
because
why?
he made Mannea Kingdom one of the most popular kingdoms and powerful kingdoms.
Yeah. So he protected territorial integrity of Mannea Kingdom. Yes. He
Yes.
strengthened the state. He makes Mannea Kingdom one of the most powerful state in the region. Let's say that, for example, yes, he fought against powerful kingdoms, protected Mannea Kingdom's territories from their occupation. Yes.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, everyone. Just one thing should be clear. What we learned today. So before the emergence of state, there were many tribes living in Azerbaijan. Yes. The first, they came together and formed the tribe unities. So these tribe unities became known as the first, the state bodies, not state. Why? Because so they were huge and they lacked some of the important features of the state. So, but they emerged in Azerbaijan in 3rd millennium BC. So in the around of Urmia Lake in the southern part of Azerbaijan. So such as Kuti, Lulubi, and Turkey state bodies. But these state bodies gradually, over the history, improved and they gave rise to the emergence of first state, which was known as Mannea Kingdom. The capital city was Izirtu, so the most powerful king was Iranzu. They always tried to protect our lands from the foreign occupations. They fought against the more powerful empires, such as Assyrian, Urartu. Okay, they had their own writing systems. That's all, guys. This is a summary of topic. I hope you understood everything clear. So, at least this is not enough. If you have time, I know. So you have also school lessons, but so if you have time, it is possible, can you please look through materials again at home? I have put all materials in Google Classroom, okay?
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So that's all. This is our new topic, and I hope that my topic became clear to everyone. So as you see, I have put 2 questions here. If it is possible and find answer to these questions, we may discuss in our next lesson, okay? Homework section, homework in my presentation. So that's all. So if you have any question, feel free, please. And I'm here, I'm waiting. If you don't have a question, so that's all.
What are we
Today's
learning
lesson. Next week,
Bye.
I am planning to talk about so the Tomris. Tomris was the first the woman ruler of Azerbaijan. So I'll talk about it. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much for your participation.
Bye.
It was very interesting. So bye bye. Good day. Good weekend.
Bye.
Bye bye.